Hey everybody, it is continuing on with our fall flavors as promised. And today we got some individual s'more pies. We're going to put them on the Weber Kettle Grill, and it's Friday, so let's get fired up. All right, all right. Come on in here this evening, and happy Friday to you. And the last Friday of October, heading into November. And as promised, some more fall flavors. Of course, this time of year, everybody loves sitting around a fire pit, a campfire, and roasting marshmallows, making s'mores. And so I often get stuck with that task, but it's not necessarily my favorite task. So I thought, let's try something. We got some individual graham cracker pie crusts. We put some marshmallows in it, some chocolate in it, and we put it out here on the grill. So we're going to see if that turns out and make some little s'more pies. We'll see if it turns out. Never tried it before. Maybe never try it again after this. We'll see. We'll take the lid off here in just a second. But I had a thought I wanted to share with you, and that thought is this. The disciples are on the sea. Jesus tells them, go to the other side. And he goes apart into a mountain to pray. And so it's the disciples are trying to row their boat across the sea. And here comes a great storm. And this is kind of what I want to share with you. This specific part of that story is this. It says Jesus came to them during the storm, during the night. I think it says the fourth watch of the night. He comes to them walking on the water. And so I want to just kind of pull out two different things here in this story. Number one, Jesus came to where they were in the middle of their storm. The second thing, though, is this. He was on the water. They were in the boat. There was an opportunity there for them to leave the boat to go to where he was. Of course, if you have been around Sunday school very long, you know Peter speaks up and says, Lord, if that's you, let me come to where you are. And Jesus says, come on, and Peter walks on the water. And I want to kind of point out that sometimes in the middle of storms, in the middle of chaos, we can get to a place where we are so torn by emotion and the feelings and the fear and all the things that we have going on. All the while, if we're not careful, we can miss that Jesus is out there on the outside of the boat, but we can be frozen because of our fear inside the boat. And all the while, we could miss the opportunity that we have in front of us to experience the miraculous. In Peter's case, walking on water. But in your case, maybe it's something else. In your case, maybe you're in the middle of this storm and it's like Jesus is just right out there saying, come on, just take a step out by faith. And so that's kind of what I want to encourage you to do today. When you're in a storm, look for Jesus. Find Jesus. When they first saw him, they said, that's got to be a ghost. We're scared to death. And then somebody had to recognize, hey, wait a minute, that's Jesus. Somebody had to put the pieces together when he said, hey, it's me. It's me, guys. It's me. And so they had to connect that. And then Peter had to say, hey, you know what? I don't want to be in this boat that's doomed. Instead, I want to go to where you are. And so I want to challenge you in that today. Go to where he is. In your middle of the storm, you're full of emotions and fear and all that. Somewhere in the middle of that, find where Jesus is and say, God, if that's you, I need to come to where you are. So that's my thought for you today. And a moment of truth here coming up. We're going to take the lid off of this and see. They actually don't look too bad. We got some good roasting on the marshmallows. The chocolate's getting melted. We did one here with Lucky Charms marshmallows. That one's not doing as good. This one covered up here has got marshmallows and it's got Andes mint chocolate pieces in it. So we'll see how that one ends up. We'll give them another minute here and let it get all good and gooey and melty. And then we'll see if we can find some chocolate syrup or something to just drizzle on the top and send it over the edge. And hey, we hope today has been a blessing to you. Thanks again for joining us. God bless you.